Oh, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Dragon Author K here. And today we're going to be focusing on some more of this city. Now, I don't know what to do with this city at this point. Like, it's marvelous. You know what? I have a lot of space, and my industrial empire seems to be quite small at the moment. So, I'm gonna build we're gonna build an expressway. It's gonna go over here. I'm gonna go down here. So they're gonna end up going. They're gonna go underneath all of this, and they're gonna go over to the desert where there's no one currently living. And then bam, that's your entrance to the city. One of the new cities. Now, this city, on one hand, is gonna be not a bad city, I would say. It's gonna be one of the worse cities I've built in this country. But I wouldn't say it's one of the worst cities I've built here. Like, there's worse, honestly. Like, this city is one of them outer areas. Okay, maybe you still have some town to see, but you're gonna be near dense areas, but you're not gonna be in them. So technically, there's still dense living around you. It's just not. It's gonna be kind of like your suburban living. So we're gonna build a little grid here. It's not a city, it's a. So I'm gonna build another one of those. 2, 3. And then there, and we got. There we go. Now we got your little grid. Now you're gonna have your industrial, your regular residential. Now at the moment it doesn't look like anyone's moving here into the lighter living areas because there is no demand for residential. But we are going to make demand. There. Then our residentials are finally moving in over here. Then we're gonna have our commercials. They're just gonna be over here. No, we do not have electricity over here yet. So they're gonna have a bit of electricity issue, but not for very long, because and then we're gonna have our industrial just chilling over here. They're just gonna be chilling. Yeah, everyone's complaining about electricity over here, so we're gonna go to energy. We're gonna do wires, and then we're just gonna connect these. Somehow connect these over to here. It's gonna be a tedious process because there is no land. So we're gonna have to smack some terrain. There we go. We've smacked some terrain. There we go. Now this area has power. We got our industrials. They're kind of just chilling. Then we got our residentials chilling over here. They're kind of just doing their thing. Then we are going to head over to our more dense residential around that. People are going to be around the speed road. Technically, there is going to be a use for the speed road. Then there's going to be a pollution wall to contain the pollution inside this little area here. It's going to be kind of like a pollution-free zone. Everyone's just going to be like, yeah. And then our dense residentials are going to be happy over here because there's no pollution to disturb them in their daily duties. They're just kind of there. They're not doing anything. They have nowhere to live. They have nowhere to work. Or they might just work over here. And these commercials with our price $21 million. We've already done navigation. What? I thought we did animal carriage already. Yeah, look at the traffic going into the industrial zone. My God. Okay, this is just not good. This is horrible. Alright. Single lane. There we go. There we go. The transportation is still terrible. Okay, I guess the roads are kind of moving about. We could use some definitely better transportation throughout. Let's use some highway ramps, one-way roads, of course. They're just gonna be chilling. This is gonna go underneath, and then it's gonna do this, and let's go through here, and then come out. I guess our traffic is moving. Our traffic's moving a bit. We have 108,000 people. Traffic's not really that big of an issue right now. Alright, time for some commercial. Loads of commercial. Just loads of it. This is going to be the most dense area I've ever seen. Literally. This is going to be the most dense area I've ever built in TheoTown. Or, well, just in this city in general. Like, I have not built any dense. Like, there hasn't been any sort of to treat dead people. Yes, I know how to treat dead people in this game. You build cemeteries and crematoriums to handle those that are deceased. There's a few road issues. A lot of road zoning issues. Oh my. Just loads of density. That's all there is here. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Fire department. Fire. Health. Then we need to worry about education over here. There's just no education. 0% education over here. That's not good. And then give them one more school right here. And then one more. It's a fire, isn't it? Yep, fire. That's why. Come on, build. Do yourself a good favor and build. You stupid. Okay, good. The fire ended. Luckily, the fire ended and the fire department's being built. Ooh, sadly, we need another small hospital. Take it for me, a small hospital. Then, education-wise, no big education. Big high schools everywhere. We need a big high school here, too. I need to worry about education. Where did I do residence? There's just no education in this area at all. Or low education spots are where it's at. Yep, this whole area just has low education. Then we need high education. Transportation is probably one of the lowest happinesses here in the city. We don't have Uber mode. There, high education. Then we need to go to police, do some SWAT, and a prison. There we go. And then that's it for that. And then we need to go into sports and start building pools. Very important, yes. Very, very important. Pools. Pools. Per se, we need these. And then just one right here. And then we'll just put one right here for funsies. All of those are building. Well, our prison and our prison's already finished, so that's not a problem. Literacy program. Upgrade the pools, as we need these to be upgraded. And it's just this one that needs to be finished. There we go. Then we need parks. Oh no, the big parks don't serve us well. Even the big fountain. This would not be enough either. Be a pretty good beer garden. You know what? Let's do some big parks around here, shall we? Couple of these. And then a few of the medium parks. Over here, then over here, then we need 2 over here, then 2 finally over here, and over here too. We can't forget about this area. Parks are being built, then we need to go into religion, and then build a gigantic church. One of these, one of these, and one of these. That should do the trick. Oh, and then there's this area that needs parks. A couple of these tree parks should do the trick, as we don't need very many big parks as around here. Just a couple of these should do the trick. And then one more. How about 2 more? We need to upgrade the medium parks with pavilions and clocks. Tell my people the current time of day or night, depending on what it is here. Let's grab 2 tree parks. Then right here. Holy cow. That's a gigantic downtown area. That's a huge part of the city. A gigantic. The industrial zone's just pounded up stuff over here. It's just very small, but and impractical, but it works, I guess. That's a huge commercial building. Everything's in Everything Land anyways, and if you're wondering what Everything Land is, I made a video specifically talking about that. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But there's still a lot of desert. It's just most of it towards water is just filled with skyscrapers. These areas should be filled with skyscrapers, but who would want to live on a small ass island like that? That's gonna be reserved for bigger city. But you know, we still want to keep some free space around for other projects I have. But yeah, this is a very complicated aspect of my life, building a city in TheoTown. Still haven't figured out a name for it yet. I'll let you guys pick the name for it because I don't really have many name ideas and my names aren't really that good. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to give my city a name and it'll be kept until I find a better one, that is. The best names will be chosen in any of my TheoTown videos, so go through those, look through the comments. I will heart every single TheoTown city name, and I will pin the best one to be used in my city. Right now, it's something I don't want to pronounce because I will butcher it. I know I will, so I'm not even going to say it because I know I'm going to butcher it. Hey, we got our first skyscraper here in the new zonage. Last few videos, I upgraded my industrial zone. If you want a little overview of each thing I built. You can see my new industrial zone I built to provide jobs, so that way I could get this stupid launch station to do its job. Finally, we could launch the animal carriage, which we're doing right now. That's getting launched into space. Sending Cat up into space makes me feel bad, but you know, it's 2036. It's actually gonna be 2037 soon. I heard it could have just been turned 2036, but yeah. Our buildings still are not futuristic, though. They are very much the same as they would normally be. But look at this. Look at this huge, expansive zone that we've added. That brought my population up a whole lot, too. Because look at all the residentials we have. There's just so much stuff to do. It even overlaps with my older kind of zones. This was my starter area. This is where I started the city and I just kind of built around it. And then you can see like a distant road here that connects both areas connect together by 2 roads. One going one way, one going the other to connect, kind of like... You see there's a huge nuclear power plant. This is one of the only things that actually produces our power. Actually, I think, yeah, we're producing 2.2 million kilowatts of electricity. And then this is our waste get ridder here. We have a bunch of waste incinerators. We have no recyclements or waste to energy plants, so we have to use it the old-fashioned way and just go with something that is very pollutant. But we did add the filter to it, so it filters out the pollution at least a lot, so we could build around it some. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with all this empty space left lying around. I still have a lot of space with all the buildings we've built. It's just, there's so many roads and train tracks, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have trains to build the tracks. I do not know what else I'm going to do, but I did build this highway around all my cities to connect them interconnectedly. So that's cool that we have that there. We also have train stations around here. Our trains are very backed up. They have nowhere to go, which is probably why they're not going anywhere. Like, a couple of our trains are going, but they're just turning right around as they go. Like, they're not exploring a huge, expansive train track. I mean, it's only going in one direction over to the industrial zone, which I still haven't figured that situation out yet. I mean, I kind of did with these smaller train, like cargo train stations, but they're not being used right now, sadly, so they have no use right now. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build out my city. So when we go over here, you'll see that my industrial zones are smaller compared to my residential and commercial, because I really don't know what industrial is going to do. It's going to provide jobs, because offices generally have more jobs than any other thing in the city. So that's why I try to do. I try to put more offices. I try to do more offices in commercial than industrial, because industrial provides the commercial with materials, but the materials, I have big industrial zones. I have 2 of those, or around 3 of them, so I don't, and then a small one that I just built earlier for no reason. But yeah, this is kind of like my starter area. The nuclear power plant worked out pretty well for the most part, except when we had those power outages with it, then I just decided to have a nuclear empire over here. That's why I'm not building over here, because of all the radiation being influenced by these nuclear plants. It does produce a lot of our power. Look at the radiation area. It's so huge. I do not want to build anywhere near that, but I don't care. It's not going to blow up anytime soon. We have lots of water. We don't need it. We probably have more water being produced than power. We have a molecular water plant. Yeah, we have more water than we do power. 2.2 to 2.4. That's how much more power or water we have. It's just 200,000 more liters and kilowatts. It's only 200,000 more, but it's still a huge number. And our power's doing fine. Our city's doing fine with the amount of power we produce. We're only using around 20.5 to 20.6. It's kind of going up and down. The way you look at it, my power is just solely reliant on nuclear power. My city is reliant on nuclear as a way to... It's a lot more expensive than coal. I'm going to say that it's more expensive, but it does the job. I have so much more water than I do power that it's just not going to matter the more I build. Okay, maybe I'll need to build one more before I'll have to build another molecular water plant. But, for the most part, we're doing really good on water and power ratios. But, we are management here. 2 management TO buildings over here. Pretty close to each other, I might say. How's our DSA looking? When we start getting those missile silos will launch missiles, sometimes these missiles will cause meteors, and those meteors could fall on the city. So I'm not doing that. I'm not building missiles anytime soon. I'm not building them. I just don't feel like having a huge, expansive military, along with the risks it provides, along with all the protection, it comes with risks that I don't want to take. I'm not willing to. So it's just not good to go down that path. If you get what I'm saying, I don't want to go down the path of death and despair for my citizens. I want them to live a happy life being in my city, where they are at right now. It's fine. This is the best city I could build in TheoTown. Definitely could be better. I'm willing to make it better though. I do have a second test city. It was in mini cities. That one's a more realistic one. This one's a lot less realistic. No, wait. The mini cities one's a lot less realistic. This one's the more realistic variant. It's the realistic. The only unrealistic part about this is the repeated buildings everywhere. Like every time we go to skyscrapers, the first thing I see is a lot of these hotels and just orange buildings. Like, we don't need them. There's too many of them for me to count. Like, if I go into the build section, go into commercial, and go to manual building and go to buildings 3, scroll down to find the orange one, which I think is in the second. Yeah, it's in second, but it's in 2. But no, wait, is it in 3? Is it yeah, right here. We got 330 of these. And then 281 of these. Like, these have such few workers. Like, come on. These have way more. We only have 9 of those. These have way more. We have 4. These have way more. We have 7. We have 4 of these. We have actually a lot of them. That's not true. We don't even have any of these buildings. I don't know why our buildings are upgrading to the higher ratio to commercials. It's just repetitive commercial. I hate it. I'm going to do higher. I'm going to do some of this. I'm going to build new buildings. I'm tired of all the repeated buildings, so I'm just going to do some new ones that haven't been built in the city before. Just going to expand my commercial empire to higher and more taller buildings. Like, we only need 2 of these. These are so similar, you could call them twins. Of course I'm building 2 of these. Why not? I'm going to build the twin towers over here. Please don't get mad at me for building 2 of the exact same tower. And then we're going to do some of these bad boys. Place these guys down. Few of you. Then maybe some of these smaller ones. We don't have a lot of these, do we? No, we really don't. You know, very few of them. But I'm just trying to fix our commercial issues. I'm trying not to have too many of the exact same thing. Kind of how the game just gives you so many of the exact same thing. It's just not cool. Like, everything being in everything land, I'm not gonna give a shit about it. It's just, I'm trying to give. Oh no, we're gonna have the Twin Towers over here. We have the Twin Towers being built. You know, these actually have 937 and 937. We have 132.2k people, so, you know, I had around 250 to 260,000 residents in my old city that I had on my old phone. Actually, it was pretty cool. I personally loved it. It was cool. I will admit, it was really cool. My goal is to get 250k, which is 250,000, then hopefully 500,000 at least, but maybe 1 million. I don't know if we could get to 1 million people by the time my series of TheoTown is just over. I don't know when I'm gonna end it. I really don't. Please don't get mad at me. if I built the Twin Towers, because I kind of did. They're so similar you could call them twins, but the planes are not going to hit them, okay? Planes are not going to come in and smack into those buildings. Like, that would not happen. That would never happen. There's no such thing as terrorism in this game. No such thing. But you would think that I would not have so many repeated buildings in the city, but I just do because but what are the chances that we're never going to have repeating buildings? Alright. So remember when I did that test in my oldest city where I see what would happen if see what would destroy a building faster? You know what won? Obviously the fire and the riot. They destroyed the building the fastest. The riot set the building on fire, which destroyed the building. The riot will set the building on fire. The fire will destroy it faster than the riot will. The riot, it takes a second, but when it happens, it will destroy the building by setting it on fire. Now, here's the thing. I did build this in another video, but I did not finish it at all. It's still like this, like these few squares. I didn't even have the odds to finish it. I will. I eventually will get to making this area bigger and, you know, expanding it out into the other cities I have built. Make this all one city. You know what? Let's start doing that now. I have nothing better to do than just to make this all one city. Why not do that, since it's not really that fun with it only being one thing? I would like it to be more than just one city. That would be really cool, amazing, and, you know, fun. Let's get you residentials going, and then the commercials. And the commercials here too will be built over where the other area is. And then this area will be expanded out a lot. And then the commercial. A place where older children learn things. Older children. Children. There we go. We fixed the hole. Alright, now how about parks? Ooh, parks are not doing very well. Get some medium parks going, just for the fun of it, for the heck of it. We're gonna do some medium parks. Nice, big medium parks. Multiple of them, to be exact. I guess the reason why no one was moving into this area was because there were no parks. There aren't any over here. We're gonna get some Alkyle Square, a tribute to the first animal ever launched into Earth orbit. It's a very small space, but I'll keep it just because the tribute. It's fun, and I like the tribute. It's just nice to tribute to the animals that go to space and die for us. Us humans make them go up there for reasons that, kind of make sense, because we need to see what's up in space before we ever feel like it's dangerous or if it's not great. Make sure these medium parks have an upgrade. That'll have the pavilion. That'll have the clock. I'll fast forward time so these things will build. Yeah, I'm building parks literally right now. My people don't have to be so demanding, but yet they still are. And then I'll just build a little tree park to make the rest of these people happy. There we go. Now that's an entire city over there being built. But that's actually really cool how we have a little downtown area. We literally have houses. We have houses over here combined with the really, really tall skyscrapers. The tallest of which is this guy right here. He holds 619 people of 619 of the 146.3K residents that are here, which isn't even half the amount that we have. Like, bro, okay, I will say this right now. I don't really know what to do with the rest of this city. I feel like I should just stop the series. I don't have a place for it to go. I'll probably look after it. I'll go to it every now and then to do stuff with it, but I won't really do very much as it's basically self-sufficient. I don't really have to do anything. I can just watch it grow. I don't have to do much. Like, heck, I would take this build menu and throw it in the garbage because the city is on its own now. I don't have to keep guiding it into its own ways. It's already self-sufficient. I've just been building on it because I really just want to. My mini-city is a lot better and a lot easier to contribute to than this one because I don't have to go into a whole nother game I'm not even used to. Like, look at this island over here. They're not doing too well. You know what? Heck, I'll build a containment wall to contain the people that live on this island. I'm not gonna give them any I'm gonna contain them here. They're gonna be contained, and they're not gonna be able to go anywhere. There we go. DSA, agent, contained. There. Now the people of this city are contained by a wall. Containment walls. Indestructible walls designed to hold destructive substances at bay. So, I could put some nice walls, then go over to, buildings. Well, you're on your own, buddy. Okay, so if I were to go into disasters, then put some of this bad stuff right here, it wouldn't be able to spread. The containment walls will keep it in its space and will never let it go. That's actually really nice to know. It'll keep very bad substances at bay, like gelmenium. I know I literally just butchered that. Well, the people from the industrial zone are going to the new zone that I had previously built. So now we could upgrade this industrial zone, of course. Zones, dense industrial. Very much so would like to upgrade this. This should take over this entire area. This shouldn't even... Like, this should take over this entire area. I don't know why it's not, like... I'm just gonna fill this entire area up with pure industrial. All the way up to the hill is well where we'll keep it. There we go. Now we have a bigger industrial zone. We could launch the navigation test. Then we could go to the moon. I would love to go to the moon in TheoTown. See, I'm going to the moon in TheoTown today, boys. We're making a moon colony. We're making a moon colony, and we are fine. Well, I wonder why no one's... Probably workers. We probably need more residentials. People are actually working at the Twin Towers. It's good to know that people are working at the Twin Towers, ready to get knocked down by a plane. Just joking. No more 9/11 jokes. I'm tired of the 9/11 jokes. These people are gonna be so mad at me when they figure out that they're just contained. Like, they're not allowed to go anywhere except the boundaries of the wall. Like, they can't go any further out. Like, I'll put the roads here, and that's all I could build. Okay, maybe not all I could build, but pretty close. Well, their zone is getting bigger. Well, by bigger, I mean just by a little bit. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting you don't have water. Well, you're on your own with that one. Fine, I'll fix your issue. What is our lowest happiness? Oh, it's culture. Transportation's pretty low. We got environment, park, education. Our highest is taxes because they're just low. 100. We have 158 people. 158,000. You know what I mean, bro. It's 4:52 right now. It's almost 5. I've been up this entire night, by the way, because I'm getting Robux to buy some game passes in Seaboard City. I'm going to make some videos on that game. Yes, I am. And you know I will. I've played it before too, by the way, so I know how everything works. Okay, well, I'm bonking my fingers on my head because this industrial zone's definitely gotten bigger. Like, let me find the one. Oh yeah, it's definitely expanded with the residentials. I'll add more residentials soon. How far are we into this? Like 20-something minutes? 50? We're almost an hour into this already. I don't know how intense this is gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna head over to the big industrial zone over here and see if we could do the exploration mission before we even do the conduct STI. We've already done all of the missions at 1. During the space exploration trip, we detected a big enough body to land on, connecting you to the space command. We're going to the moon! We're going to the fucking... We need to go further! Boom! Oof, sorry for the rough landing. We had to adapt some tech to work on here. As you also probably saw, I've transferred 10 million Theons to build a small outpost. Please spend the funds wisely as it's your only shot at this. As for further funding, you may attempt exploiting these ore deposits. Anyways, good luck, Mayor. Remember, you could always return here by finding the map in your single cities list. Okay, so what? The isolated moon. We're gonna rename this from the isolated moon to whatever my space. Why is this? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I just need to go over to single cities. OEFOAY. 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 Alright, space base. Millions of dollars. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to build some power. We're gonna build 2 of those. Down the drain. We only built 2, bro. And then we're gonna do our water station. Build 2 of these. Then build rover tracks. It's our road, so we're gonna build it around our basic area. Then some power lines around the area of which we have started our. Then we're gonna build our space command. Then our water pipes. You could exploit visible ore deposits with drilling stations for some income. Yes, I understand that. This is my only shot at this, so I need to make it work. Okay, so let's go over to this alien artifact. Need space command. The space command is coming up. So once this is built, which we could finish, or we could skip 40 days. I want to click on this. You know, the last time I did this, I absolutely failed. We got our space command. Investigate the artifact. Alright, let's build a storage facility. Just build 2 of those. Just build one of these right here. We can't remove a moon crater, bro. We only... Could we get some loans? Dang it. We could get some loans, but... I mean... Not a good idea to build 2 of those. I'm already regretting my decision. 822,000. Then we're gonna build our recycling station. Pretty expensive. Not enough food in storage. Food, 0 of 300. What? Spaceport. What is this? What is this? Spaceport. Building which is used for easy transportation of goods, minerals, or people in space. Dang it! I need 2 million. Oh, 2 million. Alright. We are building the aquaponics. We need 3 milli. 3 milli. 3 milli. Let's let our money rack up. Slowly but surely as it racking up. I'm gonna head back over to my city. My actual city. And we're gonna head over to the Connect STI. The Space Defense Initiative. Space defense. A series of rockets. Alright, we need some space defense. We don't want aliens or anything coming here. To Earth. To ruin my city. Please and thank you. But, yeah. We made it to space, baby. We haven't started making any sort of living quarters because we need 2 milli, but... when we run out, they're going to give us an extra loan of another $10 million so we can keep our city going by that. I'm not going to blow my thing on just pure residential. Like, I built the essentials first. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. That's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to join the Dragon Squad by smashing the like and subscribe buttons, turning on those notifications and putting them to all, and making sure to share this video with as many people you think would enjoy the kind of content I put out as possible. And anyways, with all that done and said, this is Dragon Author K, signing off. Peace. This was definitely one way to end off the video. Buildings catching on fire, just the way I like it.